Hello, welcome back to episode 4 of Nightrunners. I'm sure you're all very excited to see what's going on because, well, we have another guest star. They'll introduce themselves soon, but first of all, foremost, let's go through the trigger warnings as per usual. This episode is for mature audiences. This episode will contain body horror, signs and showing of slavery, perhaps some murder, blood, guts, gore, some sexual themes, and things that other people may find disturbing and or taboo. If you need time to take yourself away from the situation, please do. Get yourself a drink and come back at a more convenient time. Or skip it entirely. It's entirely up to you. We here use veils and signs to make sure that everyone here at our table is comfortable. We advise everyone else who plays this game to do the same. So with that said, let us introduce our cast this evening. Boo, over to you.
Hi, I'm Boobarella or Sam. I will be playing Beatrice Stallion, the Neatsy Fixer.
Hi, I am Brad. I will be playing Jay, the Ministry Media, and I will be coming at you live on your brain dance.
Hello, I am Peter, also known as Peter Wolfman. I will be playing Tony Durston, the troublemaking gangrel out of time.
Hello, I am Zero Lilia, and I am playing someone who's doing something yet to be told.
And I am Sir Cuttlefish. I will be playing Hunter Maximilian, your solo Lasombra.
And I am Mike, your humble yet to be humbled storyteller who will be wrangling these crazy ass cats. So let's start off. The world is filled with people trying to make their way in life, trying to live with what they have been given. There are, however, a rare few, very privileged people, rich people, influential people. But what do you get? The people that seemingly have everything. You certainly can't find it in a bodega, or even the closest Second Amendment store. No. You have to go somewhere darker, somewhere secret, somewhere that only those with invites can be accepted. Somewhere where a person's darkest desires and fantasies can become a reality. And we open this episode, as we do with many others, as the sun sets over Night City. I need a rouse check from each and every single one of you. As the sun sets in the sky and the moon rises, nightlife is a big part of the city. You'd think it'd be quiet, but no. With the neon lights flashing high in the sky, it's just as busy as ever. And each of these kindred meet tonight at their warehouse. The one gifted to them by the Baron of Santo Domingo. Let us start off with Beatrice. Beatrice, how do you arrive and how did you do in your rouse check?
We do not get hungry.
Lovely.
We are gonna arrive in her normal car.
Mm-hmm. And you drive up, and it's an easy drive. Nothing gets in your way, and there it is before you, the small homeless camp that is starting to gather around their savior, Sean.
She, kind of makes an eye roll at that.
He walks up towards you. Oh, Beatrice. Yeah, how you doing?
Good. Lovely.
I think T-Dog's inside. I haven't seen him tonight.
Right, T-Dog.
Yeah, yeah. He was a bit weird last I saw him, but I assume that's just the nightlife, right?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Hopefully not a drinking problem.
Does he have one of those?
Hard to say.
Oh, okay. So Sean walks away from you, and with that we traverse just a little bit. We go and we see Jay. Jay, how are you making your way towards the warehouse this evening?
Well, Jay will get up, go through his usual rigmarole with the media, with all of his multiple dirty, filthy screens, and check what's going on in the media world, and then he'll put on the black hoodie that Hunter left him to wear, and make his way downstairs through the club, and then he will take a moped cab over to the warehouse from the coil, and then we'll roll around. I did not get hungrier, so I'm not
Lovely.
going to feed this evening.
Very nice.
So I'll stalk around and make my way into the warehouse, open both the double doors like a old time cowboy walking through into the saloon, and just be like, "Sup, chooms?"
Okay. And as you're also looking through those media feeds, you don't notice anything untoward or strange. However, there is an article about disappearances rising once more, which you have taken note of the last few weeks. Tony, you awaken in the warehouse because you are as homeless as your ghoul Sean.
So I would wake up in my hammock that I strung about very precariously, somewhere up in the rafters for safety. I have gotten hungrier, and I have been hungry in last game as well without dealing with it, so I'm currently on 3 hunger.
Oh dear. And you can feel that as you awaken. You can feel that tightness in your chest. Something is begging you to grab a quick bite. There's a bunch of people outside, a bunch of homeless people. Surely if one went missing, that wouldn't be a bad thing, be a bad thing, be a bad thing, be a bad thing.
Maybe just a quick snack without killing anyone. As I wake up, I'm guessing I can see Bree and Jay
You can.
about to meet in the bottom floor, so I'm not going to immediately say hi. Instead, I'm gonna make my way through a back door in an attempt to stealthily snack on one of the homeless people without killing them.
Okay. So you're going to try and get a quick bite to eat before you talk to the rest of the group then?
Yes,
Okay.
I think that would be prudent.
We'll get back to that in 1 second. Hunter, you awaken this evening. How did you get back to the warehouse from your small apartment?
On my lovely, not cool, apparently motorbike.
I think it's very cool.
I think it's cool.
And how did you do on your 2 rouse checks?
Believe it or not, I passed both of them, but I'm still at doso amount of hunger.
Dual hunger, not a problem, but not too severe, but just nice enough that you would love a quick bite. And you arrive and you see Beatrice's car, and you see a small moped taxi driving away as Jay walks up, saunters up even, to the big double doors and just swings them open. Tony, I need you to do me a quick dex stealth.
Okay, 1 second.
And the three of you all see each other. It is plain to see. The small homeless camp is starting to gather more people, so you can hear voices outside. 1 success. As you try to sneak away from your gathering gang, you trip over an iron bar. You don't fall, but there's a large clanging noise as it crashes against more metal.
It's gonna be a sigh, and then I'm gonna look down to the group. I'm guessing they're obviously staring at me. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm just gonna be right back.
What you doing, you sneaky gang girl?
I'm gonna grab something quickly to eat. I'm a little bit famished. I will be right back.
And we're not gonna, ruin the masquerade, are we?
I promise not to jump on any buildings with anyone with me.
Good boy.
This is
Grow
how
up.
episode 2 started.
They grow up so fast.
And Tony,
Go ahead.
you leave the building with what seems like Beatrice's permission. But you walk out and you can see Sean, and he walks over to you. Hey boss, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. How are we looking tonight, Sean?
Quiet, has been all day.
Cool. Hey, I've got some quick question. Would we have some human meals in the back at all? For human consumption, considering the gatherings here? Would Tony have taken care of that in the meantime?
Entirely up to you. Would you have taken care of that?
I think I would transfer some of the funds for that, definitely. Just
Yeah.
to... Because there's a potential for a herd here, I might as well take advantage of it.
Yep, and then you take, you've bought, you've went through your contacts with Jay and bought a small refrigerator and you've just bought some reasonably priced microwavable meals and some kibble, but nothing fancy.
Yeah. Is anyone really down on the weather or anything like that? Ask him.
I think Genevieve's a bit hungry. He points his head towards a woman with dark hair, a bit scranky looking.
Okay. I look around. Is there any one of them that seems in particularly good health at the moment, or just alright without any issues? Not drunk specifically or high on something that they shouldn't be?
At a quick glance, they all look homeless. Their clothes are a bit raggedy. Sean's definitely wearing the best clothes out of all of them. And if you were to choose one, Sean would be your best bet at the moment.
Okay. Sean, hey, buddy, why don't you come inside? We'll grab some food for these people, eh?
Yeah, sure. I'll be back in a second, guys. And he just walks with you.
Yeah, so as we get in, I'll let him open the fridge first, and I'll come behind him and start to feed. And I'm only gonna take down one, so he's a bit drowsy, and I'll put him down on a couch or something, and then I'll bring that food back to the people and just say, hey, Sean's just taking a quick 5-minute break. Just save him one when he comes back, and I'll give it to the folks.
Yep,
And then go and rejoin my coterie.
it's as easy as that. You nip into his neck, drain 1 point of hunger, and he is a little bit drowsy, but nothing severe, just a bit heavy on his knees. And the other people thank you profusely for the food. They're not used to this kindness, especially in Night City.
Yeah. And I'll rejoin my coterie afterwards.
And you all see Tony walking in, but did you guys have conversations as Tony was out?
So, what's everybody been up to?
Well, you see, definitely skipped catching up with Big B, but I have been looking into this into this group.
Well, I have a
Uh,
lot more information to talk to you about. That's why I
oh,
wanted to talk to you. I actually got a picture,
oh,
and
really?
I even found out, hey, question, do you know anything? He's gonna look around and bring them both in. Do you know anything about a story called Dante's Inferno?
It sounds very Italian to me. I'm making a
Well,
joke. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh,
yeah,
I, I'm well read, but not that well read. I don't read in Italian, but uh, yeah, it's like about
I,
hell, right?
yeah, I met up with a contact and they told me a lot of information. They even sent me a picture. Can I send the picture in the group chat?
You
Like
can
a
send
little,
it through to my agent. Yeah,
I'm gonna
swipe right.
do that.
And as Hunter sends that image to you, Jay, and to you, Beatrice, it is a black picture with a symbol of two blazing suns with lines drawn down the middle, breaking up terribly with the writing underneath Revelation. However, unlike yours, Jay, there's some more added to Hunter's. Beneath Revelation then pops up of the 10th circle.
Possible to do a
Right.
occult and politics check?
Yes, if you want to do me a wits and occult.
Okay.
If you were to do a wits, do a wits occult or wits politics roll, whichever you think is best. One has a higher difficulty. Two with two successes. What exactly were you trying to look at the symbol itself? With two successes, the symbol you've seen a lot of kindred symbols in the years, kindred ankhs to be specifically honest with you, but this one is not one you're aware of. This is not one you've seen before.
She's gonna look very puzzled, like.
Well, my contact said that this is apparently some sort of uh, conspiracy. He told me the story of Dante's Inferno, how this guy went through these 9 circles, and the 10th one is supposed to be the net, they say. So he
The
said
net.
the net, yeah, the actual like.
Okay, that's really weird because okay, so I did some digging into this as well, and Judy helped me decrypt a shard that I had about it. And yeah, very similar. The net is like another level of existence, and that this group is like almost cultish religion about this 10th circle or being the net, which is really fucking weird, Choom, because like, how does Arkind, if this is related to Arkind, enter the net in that level? It's such a cerebral thing. But if you leave your body completely, what happens? It's so weird.
I have no idea. But
And as well as that,
I don't.
Jay, during your talk with Sparkles and the Laughing Reapers, Sparkles was able to decrypt the video fully, which you can share with the rest of the group.
Okay. I will share the video with the rest of the group.
At that point, Tony, you have now fed and you walk in. You can hear their conversation.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Well, what are you all chit-chatting about? You seem more serious than normal. What I miss?
As Tony says that, Tony, you see all of their eyes, their right eyes in particular, glow a bright blue color as Jay begins to share this video feed into their agents.
Oh, I don't like that.
You see this man or this creature or this woman or whatever this is look up. And surrounding them are several other figures in dark cloaks. Before them, on a chair, is a man. His chest has been ripped open and wires are protruding from his heart, going into other machines that beat with life. You can hear the crowd begin to chant, as in prayer. Ahai, Lilitu, all curse the house of Cain. Ahai, Lilitu, let them be consumed. Salt be upon the tongues of Bruhaz, Zenisi, and Setite, who slaughtered the children of Lilith and Lucifer. Lamentations be upon the tongues of Ventru, Lassombra, and Malkavian, who fired the trees and poisoned the rivers. Coals be upon the tongues of the Ravenos and Cappadocians, Salubria and Gangrel, who like beasts devoured the flesh of the children. Maggots be upon the tongues of Hakim, most cursed of all, who carried away the secrets of the Anu, and hide them far beneath the earth. And cursed be their father, their thrice damned father, all suffering upon the father of the night, for he is the flame in the fields of Dehanu. Rot devoured the loins of Cain, whose rough hands cast down the mother of Dahanu. Ahai, Lilitu, rise from the 10th circle, Dark Mother, and take your rightful place. Ahai, Lilitu, Ahai, Lilitu. And you see this man scream in pain as his eyes turn a bright blue. And slowly his skin begins to dissolve and turn to ash. As that picture then flashes up of the two suns encircling one another, and revelations of the 10th circle fill your eyes. And then the video ends.
I think I know what's hunting us now.
So it's that, yeah, this like Dark Mother 10th Circle cult thing, James, and it's making me real wiggy and uncomfortable.
Well, my best bet is we don't know who's working with them, especially because, 13, you said that this person, what was her name again? I called her Castle.
Star.
Whispered
Star.
that I think
Yes.
we should probably board this place up better than before.
I have no idea what you guys have just seen or are talking about. I just saw your eyes flash, and now you're all talking about some cults, and Jay is pissing himself, and you want to board up the place. So can I get some context?
Well, I was concerned about it too, and I asked Jay to do some searching on the group.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
Tony what
You
we just said real quick.
you missed out, but you know you were technically kidnapped away.
That was
So to
Look, I
speak.
had a
business, James.
I had a nice chat with Sparkles. It was fine, but I wouldn't say kidnapped.
As Tony says, he had a nice talk with Sparkles. You can all hear a car arriving outside. The doors open up. You hear the ruffling of feet as some of the homeless people move towards, but then slowly walk away. But no feet
Expecting company.
begin to walk towards the warehouse.
Maybe we should go check on them.
Is anyone
it would be
expecting
wise.
company?
I will go check. You can fill him in.
I'm gonna fill Tony in.
So,
Hey Tony, this would be so much easier, Kong, if we just put an agent in you and upgrade your cerebral cortex.
Beatrice is going to go towards the door.
We had this chat before, Jay.
Get with the times.
No.
as Beatrice walks towards the door and looks out into the street, you see two figures standing by what you know is a Delamain cab. A very, very long one, a very, very wealthy one. You see your sire looking a little different this evening. He's put a few inches on. He's standing a little bit taller. His back is a little straighter. And beside him is a woman. And Zero, would you like to describe yourself?
This character looks like they have been upgraded to high heaven and stands with a pride that only really can come with age or lack of it, depending on how you see it. She has a very strange glove on her left hand that looks like claws, maybe? But other than that is completely in business attire. And she seems quite distressed at whatever she is trying to tell her companion.
It will be fine, my dear, I promise. Oh, Beatrice!
They look like Tic Tacs!
I'm aware, but still, I will figure.
I was gonna bite on that.
I will figure a way out to fix it. I promise you. Beatrice, my child, how are you this evening?
Doing well, catching up.
Yes. Remember, tonight is the night market.
Haven't forgotten.
No. I have brought the invites for you and your compatriots.
Good.
Yes, we will all travel together in the Delamain, and this is my friend. I will not introduce her myself, that is rather rude. They can introduce themselves whenever they feel like it.
They're going to the night market tonight?
Oh yes. Although, are rumors true that it is not simply a night market, it is a midnight market?
Depends on what hour you arrive, I suppose.
Oh, you and your jokes. And he looks at Beatrice. May I have permission to enter?
Of course you can come in.
I appreciate
But I want to
that.
know who your companion is.
She is a friend of mine. That is all you need to know for the moment, child.
My
Does she
secrecy
have a
is
name?
purely playful, I assure you.
Not all of us wish to give our lives out simply on the first meeting, Beatrice. But she's a friend of mine. We have done some work together.
You can call me Cecilia.
Cecilia? Okay. He kind of saunters the door open more.
You're
Both may come in.
with your reaction of going, your sire is giving you the evil eye. If this wasn't your domain, he would backhand you. But he goes into the cab and he grabs
I
something.
mean it sharp fangs, please.
Yes, I will make sure they are sharp. Don't worry about it.
They're multicolored right now. I hate the last guy we hired. Never again.
That is why you hire a professional.
I know. The board was trying to get us to save a quick buck.
That's why I don't work with corporations. Simple as that.
smart man.
I know. So he comes out of the Delaman with a fluffy looking burr that looks a bit like it has been melded with different sorts of flesh. Its teeth are sharp as it opens and closes every time he squeezes the paw. And he walks up to you and he hands it to you. A gift, a housewarming, if you would.
Oh. And she takes it. Looks at it. This is lovely. She kind of plays with the ear.
Anyway, are you going to introduce me to your friends? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Sure. He walks over to where the group is, hopefully done explaining.
And that's why we should drill out part of your brain, Tony.
With a good
The last
plan.
fucking
Honest.
time. You are not drilling a hole in my fucking brain.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, what's up? Hey.
It is a
Morning, everyone.
very simple procedure if you are talking about what you think you're talking about. Not so much drilling
Yeah.
as you believe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not with how I do it.
Oh.
Sorry, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I apologize.
Manners.
Well,
Tony. Manners.
Tony, this is my sire,
Right, okay.
John Stallion.
So,
Tony.
Yes, Tony.
apologies. My name is Tony. Please forgive my outbursts. My coterie member can be a bit taxing.
Wow. Wow.
Sure, is that you?
Hunter, when you see Cecilia, something flickers in your mind. You have vague memories of your grandsire cursing the image and the name and the thought of this woman. You've never seen a good picture of her because clan beings, but your grandsire, in their vitriolic dislike, went into very detailed descriptions of them and what they would like to do to them.
Abuela's abuela?
Territory? Something of the sort. So good to see you're coming into your own. Will you all be at the night market?
They will. Mm-hmm.
This will be so fun.
Yes, I have
This
brought.
is fun.
I have brought invitations for you all. But sorry, Beatrice. My
Dear.
apologies.
Okay.
Very generous.
Over
What's
there, that spoke up, that's Hunter Maximilian.
Yes.
And over there, the sharp man over there, that is Jay.
Jay Coludo,
Ah.
pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And you, Mr. Coludo, I have seen the coil from the outside, of course. It is an establishment.
Always on the up. We're always on the up.
Yes. And Hunter, you know Cecilia, apparently. That cuts down negotiations and talking.
I
Yeah,
heard
so
many
Cecilia,
great
huh?
Yes, Cecilia is a friend of mine, but I will not talk for her. She can talk for herself, obviously.
To what did we owe the pleasure of your visit, or are you simply accompanying Bree's
Well,
sire?
came by because you cannot trust amateurs with a professional job. Unfortunately.
Wow.
He is no amateur. I said that we should have, but we're always trying to cut the bottom line. So, I suppose now I just want to get to know you all and see if I can help some enterprising young kindred with whatever they might need before the pleasures of the night market take hold.
So what you got for sale? What eddies are you rocking? Are
I
you selling
sell
chrome or are you selling info?
wonderful assets that can save a life or end it. Poisons and violence and muses and cobras whose teeth do not look like Tic Tacs, if I have anything to say about it.
And trust me, the work is fine.
Interesting.
I have finished with them. They will be fine for the market.
I know, a lot of money is going into this.
I know.
So what do you all do?
Well, I own the Coil, amazing brain dance studio where we can offer experiences like no other, as well as virtual brain dances, selective experiences for those who wish to have them, and enterprising group of edge runners for the Baron.
Fawn, you have lovely teeth. It's a good quality.
Thank you.
I gotta ask, what exactly are the night markets?
Oh, you are that gangrel that is out of time, yes? When was it you went into torpor?
Shortly before, just after Night City was starting to be a thing.
Oh my. Well, a night market, to put it in simple terms, is where you would purchase things that you could not normally purchase in a store. The rarer the item, the better.
So it's a black market.
Exactly.
Could be something like this. She holds up the bear proudly.
That it looks terrifying. Okay, black markets. Yeah, cool. I can definitely get down with that.
Yes, anything and everything.
It is not my best luck to work, but it will do.
It's. I just haven't seen a proper Animal Man in a while, so
Oh,
I get it. It's all mechanics and cybernetics now, and whatever you've done to it, which is fine. I prefer the normal animals, or as normal as they can be. No offense, obviously.
a gangrel without an animal is a very strange thing. You are quite correct. Perhaps you will find something at this market that may take your fancy.
We'll see. No harm in having a look.
No. The night, however, is getting on, and we can do more introductions in the car. What do you think?
I think.
Let's head
Okay,
off.
fine.
I have
Question.
purchased a Delament for this evening. Yes, Tony?
Can I do a wits and awareness just to check out? Because I'm guessing Hunter's been pretty quiet and Bree has been acting a little bit awkwardly. Is it possible to do a wits and an awareness just to see if they're really uncomfortable with the current situation?
Yes, you can, if you wish.
I would wish.
And how are Hunter and Beatrice feeling right now? These successes.
Super happy with her bear.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And how's Hunter?
Nervous as all.
Okay. Tony is gonna try his best to sit next or near Hunter to see what's going on.
And you can definitely tell that Hunter is not his normal depressive espresso self, he is more nervous and jittery like a June bug on July.
Hunter, you must tell me what you've been up to. We all want to know.
Nothing really important, just a solo?
Nothing important. We have to change that. You're a credit to the clan, and you need to grasp your potential.
Yeah.
Don't have weak, unimportant La Sombra.
Of course.
Beatrice's sire walks towards the door and puts his hand out. Please, head towards the car. Do you all walk towards the Delamain?
It's car time.
It's car time.
I would like to hold back if I can say a few quick words to Hunter just on the way there.
Yep.
Beatrice is going to proudly show Jay and consider some names.
Okay.
What do you think of
All right.
10th?
It's just a bear, right? Like, it's just a soft child's toy, right?
Not quite if it has, a tongue on it.
It's so very lovely, and will be the subject of my nightmares for at least a week.
I do
Yeah.
hope so.
I feel like I'm gonna refine the emotions and thoughts that I've just had about this bear into a brain dump and label it in my horror section.
And
You need cyber Jesus, Bree.
you say that as you walk towards this car. And this cab is... It may as well be a limousine. It is very, very long. And Beatrice's sire walks over to it and he opens the door and waits for you all to get in. And as he's waiting for Tony and Hunter to catch up as they have their conversation.
So I'm gonna very quickly say to Hunter, not to pry, but it kind of feels like you just met your high school bully with that Cecilia chick. What's going on?
Listen here, there's something I've wanted to tell you for a while, but we haven't had time to get with each other, okay? And he's gonna pat around and pull out a really crappy little piece of paper. It looks like it's on Taco Bell.
Okay.
Or something. Listen to me. Listen really closely, okay? You see this?
Okay.
In
Yeah.
here. Don't ever open this unless I go missing, okay? And promise me that you're gonna take care of these people if I go missing.
Okay.
Okay.
I take the paper and I don't take it with me. I quickly put it somewhere safe in the compound before leaving.
Okay.
Because I know what I'm like. Alright, but you're gonna kind of have to tell me more later on. But for now, let's not arouse suspicion. Let's get into the cool-ass looking car. Alright?
Yeah.
And you can sit next to me as far away from your bitchy friend as possible. Cool?
I'm not really terrified of her. I'm terrified who she knows.
Just kind of seems like the high school bully with rich parents. It's fine. Let's just go. And we go to the car.
And
Beatrice, your glasses are incredible. I love them.
Thank you. Thank you. They hook me up to multiple media feeds. Gotta keep my eye on the pulse. How about you? Do you like to stay connected, or are you more
Oh, I love to be connected to everything.
solitary in your connect stream? Wonderful, wonderful. It's always good to feel connected. After all, connection is what we seek all the time, right?
Right.
You should come by the coil. We can make sure you get connected and find something that you might enjoy.
I'd love to.
Wonderful.
As that conversation is happening, Beatrice, your sire, looks at you and tilts his head and smiles. Before your friend interrupted, Cecilia was commenting on your glasses. Say thank you.
Thank you, Celia.
Very nice, too. But Beatrice's are shaped like hearts. I'm a sucker for such things.
It is the little things that matter, isn't it?
Coterie-doo. What are your goals?
Oh, a very interesting question.
Staying alive for now.
That's a good answer.
We solve problems.
Solve problem.
And you all get into the car,
Do love good problem solvers.
with the sire being the last one in the car. He closes the door. As he does, a computer screen lights up in one of the corners of the car. The car is very spacious on the inside. The seats go up either side of the windows and the back. There is a small mini fridge stocked with beverages of fresh water, alcohol, but nothing to your tastes. And a little bold, pale, blue-lipped man pops up on the screen. Welcome to Delman Cabs. Are we going to Rocky Ridge already? Okay, let's go. You have put in for the premium package, therefore defense mechanisms will be used in the cases of assault and or car chase. And the car begins to drive away.
Still hate all the little talking men that are on little screens everywhere. I've still not gotten used to it.
I'm sorry, I could not understand that. Could you repeat?
No, thank you.
I'm sorry, I could not understand that. Could you repeat?
Life was better when technology didn't exist.
Is there a problem with my systems?
Someone help me. I don't know how to deal with these things.
Wait, stop. Just silence. Silencio.
Proceed to destination, Delmain. Thank you. No system errors.
No problem, sir. Friendly package engaged.
You are gentlemen and scholars.
And the car does begin to drive, and it's a very, very nice drive. You can see on a small mini-map that pops up on the computer where it is going, and it is driving through Night City and is driving towards the Badlands. A place that this little gang has become rather accustomed to, seemingly. Is there any conversation that happens in the car anymore, or is it a silent drive?
Oh. I'm gonna lean in. Wait, where is everybody sitting?
That would be good to know.
Yeah.
Cecilia has tried to sit near Hunter, whether or not she has magically failed to do so.
We have Tony on one side and Cecilia on one side.
I sit as close to Bree's sire as much, Beatrice's sire as much as possible.
So let's say, for the sake of argument, that to the right, if you walk into a car, the back seats have right to left Beatrice's sire, Jay, and Beatrice. On the opposite side of that, going up the way towards the front of the car, is Cecilia, Hunter, Tony. And there's plenty of room to walk around. You can walk around this place. It's like a big Hummer limousine sort of thingy.
So, Cecilia, how is it you know Hunter? I'm saying that I'm gonna take one of the alcohol bottles out of the fridge and pocket it.
Hunter's of my line.
I figured, but you seem to be more intimate in your relationship with him than I've seen a lot of people, so...
I think Clan La Sombra needs to stick together. We band together, we are a group, we are a fierce fighting force, and even in these terribly modern nights, we still need a sense of togetherness. And I always like to see what the younger blood is up to. How they'll succeed while others have failed.
You're talking as though you're from a time before even like the Industrial Revolution or anything like that happened. Am I hitting close or hitting far?
So do you remember the Black Death?
Oh boy. Okay.
I do.
Right. I'm just gonna
it didn't hit
quiet
me,
now.
of course.
Oh,
I
why
once
won't
went
you
to
gonna
a
have a-
nightclub called Black Death.
Ooh.
It was terrible. That's what
So
we're
why
talking
don't-
about? That place? No?
No. It was a disease. Back when the Lasombra curse was just mirrors, and then suddenly all these other things came out that we couldn't use. What a nightmare.
Tony just shuts up and does not make eye contact with Cecilia for the rest of the journey as far as he can.
Oh,
So, Tony, why no holes in your head?
Excuse me?
Yes.
Why no holes in your head? Get with the times.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
So annoying not to contact him.
I get it. You all want me to put holes in my head and put a toaster in there and all other stuff, but no.
No.
the way you are.
Look, I just prefer to be as much flesh and blood as I can. All these cybernetics, they're great and impressive, and you all look really chromy with them, but it's just not for me. Plus, I'd hate to imagine what would happen if I tried to do some of my gangrel abilities with a cybernetic on them. I'm sure
you should come by. Oh, we have the perfect one for you to see. Oh, we're definitely
Yes,
gonna
we
have this.
do.
Hmm.
Very
Sounds
interesting.
great.
Can your friends keep a secret?
I'll be honest, probably, as long as nobody asks us.
Sure.
Wow.
That's fine. If the word gets out, then I'll just have everything dealt with.
Would really not be told then in that case.
So, Jay, what's your favorite discipline?
I enjoy bending people's emotions.
Ooh.
Presence. Of course, obviously.
That's a
I'm that
fun
kind of
one.
guy. I'm the talker. Kind of.
Yes, the
The
face.
schmoozer. The face.
Well, you are
The one
quite
that can
pretty.
freeze an entire room.
You are quite pretty. If you come to me next time, maybe I can straighten those lines out just a little bit. Maybe make the curvature of your chin just a little bit more pronounced.
Is that what's in fashion? Sure.
Oh, I am always in fashion. Whatever I create is fashion.
Permanent
Sounds
eyeliner.
good.
Best thing this Amitsi have ever worked on.
Actually, no, I'm definitely going to get that. That sounds fantastic.
Hmm.
I had thought about some of the electric mandibles. I thought that would be pretty good. But
I told you. I told you. Very much in
looks
fashion.
sick. Very much in fashion. But yeah, no, Tony. Well, you're already dead, man. Like, so flesh and blood and keeping yourself natural. What are you talking about? Natural. There ain't nothing natural about it.
Look, it's a gangrel thing. I don't, tell you how to be a snake charmer. I don't
Wow.
tell how Hunter can do all the shadowy things or how Bree can make horrific puppy things if she wanted to. It's just my thing. I just don't want to have like stuff in me that's just, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know who can hack into it. I was always bad with technology. I once had a Furby, and I swear to God, those things were possessed, and those were low-tier mechanical devices. Like, no, I'm good. I'm happy. It's an amazing future, but I just don't want to have anything installed in me just yet.
I can pretty much guarantee Furbies were all possessed by a demon.
See, straight from the mouth of someone older than me.
My coterie mate put one on my bed one time.
My goodness.
Nightmare
I know
fuel.
what these things are.
I couldn't turn it off.
Nightmare fuel.
So
Hey, Tony, I'm just letting you know, and because I like you, and because you're my tomb, I'm letting you know if you get staked or in torpor because you have a little mishap again, I'm gonna low-jack you and put something in your brain. I'm giving you the heads up because I like you.
Hey, Jay, you want to make a bet on that?
Yeah, bet.
Bet. Do you think that Tony's gonna get staked again? Oh wait, no, wait. Do
Yeah,
you think that it was an
bet.
accident or on purpose? 10 eddies.
10 eddies, done. I think it'll be an accident.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
so Tony flashes Eyes of the Beast at this point because he's getting annoyed.
Okay, woo.
Well.
Alright,
okay.
settle
Alright.
down, big fella. Settle down,
Let's-
settle down.
Let's, you know what? That's fine. I should really grow a thicker set of skin, right? It's fine. It's really fine. You know what?
He could help
I'll
you with
just
that. You could get some Kevlar interweave into your actual organic skin. Do you know how much we could sell your actual original skin for?
Oh, it is much, much, much. I could probably get. How much do you weigh, Tony?
About 90 kilos. So are we there yet?
I could
Here,
probably
how about
get
this?
about,
How about this? He doesn't fit in my car. Wait.
You know, I kind of like Tony the way he is.
Have
I
you
think
tried making him smaller?
He said, agreed, no. She's not making me smaller. Thank you, Hunter. Can we please change the topic of selling my body parts to the fucking black market now, please?
Free Night City skin could easily go for a few $1,000 if you find the right buyer and
Oh,
package it,
yes.
right?
Definitely.
I am not selling my skin!
It wouldn't kill you. You just would not have any of your own original skin.
I am not that
Right,
desperate. Okay.
When I have
I need
some
to
more
breathe.
money, I'm getting rid of this skin. I'm gonna get some like nano weird optic camo skin, and I'm gonna be like a fucking chameleon, son.
Is anybody know
breathe.
anything about dating a girl?
What? Did you just ask for dating advice?
Yes.
How can I
have
help?
some amazing brain dancers that will give you all the romantic instruction that you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you could just ask your coterie member. I mean, she's obviously on a date with Bree Sire at the moment.
I'm sorry, what?
Whoa, Cecilia's on a date with Bree Sire? That's hectic.
Is it?
Our relationship is purely professional.
Please, I would not.
Well-
No.
I do not date outside the clan.
Professionally, your input.
Yes.
If one of you speak out of turn again about either myself or Cecilia, I will meld your mouths fucking shut. Are we clear? I have not insulted any of you this evening. Do not make me start. Nor will you insult my guest.
But I don't think that was insulting as well. I mean, you're a powerful kindred, she's a powerful kindred. I mean, in my time, elders usually, stuck together regardless of clan lines, so I just assumed, which I shouldn't have, so I apologize, that you two probably had a thing going.
No.
You got great chemistry.
So, Hunter, who are you talking to? Is she pretty? Is she powerful?
She's
What generation?
great. Everything about her is great. I just, awkward as always. I asked her on a date. I don't even know what to wear.
Blacks. Darker blacks.
Darker blacks. A suit, maybe? Maybe?
She needs to know what clan you are of. She is La Sombre, right?
Of course. Who said it was a she, though?
I thought you said she.
She...
You did say.
They, them.
You did say girl.
They?
I mean,
They are of clan La Sombre,
You
right?
did say a girl.
yeah, girl. they, them sometimes. It's called
There are they,
confusing,
them girls.
Yeah.
So,
Fine.
roll me your manipulation subterfuge, please, Hunter.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Care about gender, all I care about is oblivion.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Wild Stallion looks at you. His eyes narrow slightly. Not. She isn't a gang girl, is she?
No.
Thank
No.
God. Fur everywhere. Oof.
It doesn't get out of the clothes.
Mm.
You have to get one of those sticky things.
I'll remember that.
The rollers, yes.
He then looks at Tony, and now we got it even.
I see what you did there. That's fine.
So what clan is she?
That is something I'm not willing to share right now.
She is one of us, right?
Not something I'm willing to share right now.
You get an eyeful from both Wild and Celia.
And Beatrice.
And Tony.
It's very unhealthy
Jay.
to have a regnant ghoul relationship with a potential partner. I do not recommend it.
Is it always unbad?
I once knew a
It can get a little
yes.
toxic.
I once knew a kindred whose bond was so strong with their ghoul that they were so worried something would happen to them that they actually locked them up in a basement. Bricked the wall and everything. We didn't find him for about 60 years.
But wait.
Maybe
You should
everyone's
date
just,
somebody else's ghoul.
maybe you're all just a little bit jumping to conclusions. I mean, Hunter could just be dating a regular mortal and hasn't revealed anything properly enough, and is just like trying to suss them out before he does anything. So they could be Clan La Sombra one day. They could also
That
have no
is important.
allegiance. So maybe all I'm saying is, look, it could be 100 things. Hunter likes his privacy, so maybe we just let the relationship develop, and we're just there for him if he does fuck up. You know, let's not assume the worst right away.
I will absolutely be there the second he fucks up.
You are
See?
aware of what happens if he fucks up.
Yes.
As long as
I
you're
would
aware.
recommend not doing that. I like you, Hunter.
Thank you. I like you too. And to think that Abuelo was so mean about you.
Always such a treat, that one.
Swan isn't known for her kindness.
Some don't believe all of the clan need to stick together. At least not when it comes to me. But she holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah. She holds a special place somewhere on me too.
So what are you excited about the market? Anything people are looking for?
Security.
5 minutes till destination.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Information is what I'm looking for, and thank you, Delamain, for update. Please mute until the rest of journey.
Muting now.
Thank you, Delamain. I want information and maybe some hardware. Not
What
my
information
physical
are you looking
hardware.
for?
I'm interested in I received some like pamphlet information about like this like religious group, and I want more information. So I'm just kind of like checking it out.
What group?
It seems a bit sus. Something circle, I think, like perfect circle or something like that. I don't know. Do you know anything about any groups like that named?
There's the 10th circle.
Yeah, that might be it. I'm not 100% sure. That sounds about right. They just kind of left like this like thing of like reach a new level of like enlightenment kind of thing, and I thought it might have been like a Netrunner thing and like talking about like new wave media, and I'm like, this might be really good for me to branch out my media business into.
You should not. No.
Okay, cool.
Stay away from them.
Okay.
I don't see plenty of religious people in this day and age. Is like religion still a thing in like Night City nowadays, or has that pretty much been
No,
subsumed by the
thing.
corporations and all that?
I mean, Militech probably think they're God, or but
Wait, I gotta ask, Jay, do you even know what the Bible is?
Yeah, man, I know what the Bible is. It's like this book, apparently, but like I've not seen one. Like an actual Bible. I've got a digital Bible. I can pull up a digital Bible for you. Like, it's all over the net. Well, all over Ziggurat. People, like, you can be saved from your cyber dreams and cyber psychosis if you just turn to God. There's like a whole like little cult of them. Oh, no, sorry. Encampment of them that live in Night City. They're like you, Tony. They like reject technology and don't want to get with the times.
Right, so the only one rooting for me is religious zealots. Excellent. Alright, well, answers that.
I would avoid the Neo-Catholic Church, however.
Yeah, they're pretty...
okay, intense. See, that sounds more accurate there, right there. So the church is still a thing.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Also, Cyber Jesus is a real thing. You can catch him on 10th and 3rd Street between 10 p.m. and 1. He's a media called Cyber Jesus, and he runs the show. Catch him over on this street corner and this street corner. He talks about salvation of the new forms of entertainment.
I believe he is going to try and get himself crucified at one point. I believe that's what he's aiming for. He needs some money for that, for the dollars.
Yeah, hydraulic spears. It's gonna be interesting.
At this point, I look directly at Cecilia and I say, I am actually so sorry for you and your clan. I thought I had it bad. I think I specifically recalled you held religion in very high regard in your time.
I was in a convent for about 50 years, and now there's Cyber Jesus trying to get crucified.
Yeah, I thought I had it bad. Nope.
I hate this city.
I mean, the Cyber Mormons are the real scary ones.
Oh my god. Sorry, oh my Cyber Jesus.
You killed off every animal, yet the Mormons are still a thing. Okay. Are we there yet?
Beatrice, you have been very quiet this entire time. Are you okay?
Happy to listen in.
Ah, smart.
And get to know.
As smart as you are beautiful, my child.
Also figured out how the bear gnashes its teeth. She twists the mechanism next to the jaw and presses the button, and it just, gnashes around.
It is adorable. I would not put your finger in there, though.
Of course not.
We have
it could be thrown at other people.
The Delamain computer screen pops up. Little bald-headed, pale, blue-lipped man. We have arrived at your destination. And you hear the doors unlock. And Beatrice's sire opens the door and gets out.
Hey, am I gonna have a problem being a little bit more obviously not human without the chrome bits, or I don't know what type of market this is. It's like a human black market or a kindred black market. I ask anyone in the car is still with me.
It is all of the above.
Oh, cool. Should be safe then.
We can get you some new clothes and help you fit in.
Yeah, you're gonna need something a little bit better. She
Jason.
kind of adjusts her blazer, unless
Hey,
that's where you were hiding. And you see as he looks in at the small cat that's jumped up in Cecilia's lap.
Cool.
is that an actual cat?
I wouldn't get too close to its face.
Okay. No, that's actually really nice. Okay. It's an actual animal. Cool. I've seen a miracle today. Fuck Cyber Jesus. And I get out of the car.
And each of you get out of the car. And as before, you are in the Badlands. It is an arid wasteland around you of sand and nothingness. However, as you look down the road from where you are, you see several other cars parked in front of you. All the occupants are outside of their vehicles. And further on down, at the top of the street, you see large metal fences erected and going around a perimeter of what looks like a small town. You see spotlights in the sky dancing back and forth. And you see a lot of vehicles, a lot of RVs from nomad clans that have gathered to act as security for this event. You see a group driving down towards you in a large 4x4 with a 50 caliber rifle atop and a man standing there aiming the gun at the cars. It stops at your vehicle and the door opens. A woman gets out of the car. Her hair is blue. Her eyes are just as blue and she looks directly at you, Beatrice. You know Nova. Most of you know Nova. The leader of the Metal Outcasts and Gangrel gang leader. Didn't expect to see you guys here. Got your invites?
mm-hmm.
And that's where we'll go on a quick break.
Hello. Fucking gonk. Jay said that this would work. Right now. There we go. Sup, Tunes. It's me, Hunter. You ever wonder how we got to know this Preem world? or how I got my Nova skill sets, well, you should check out the Renegade link in our link tree. Click on that and everything will be revealed, from my clan's compulsion to my bane. Can't mess that up now, can we? So what are you waiting for, June? Oh, and if you want to support everything we do have a Patreon with some Nova tiers. Crap. Is that... Oh, MedTech, I gotta go.
And welcome back. Oh, where we last left off, there were some very confused faces in a car with a bunch of Zemesis doing some silly things, and a gangrel putting his foot in his mouth when it comes to dating advice, and a La Sombra asking for dating advice. Of a bunch of vampires. Always a smart idea. But they have finally arrived in Rocky Ridge, where the night market is taking place. And as they exited the Delamain cab, they were met with a familiar face for one of them. For Beatrice, Nova, the leader of the Metal Outcasts, stands before you. One of her men is atop the car, pointing the machine gun now in a different direction, away from you, as more cars begin to drive up and park behind yours. Well, you guys be safe tonight. There's some crazy shit in there. There's a few cages, and the moment Nova's eyes look upon Cecilia, she stops talking. Her eyes go a little bit wide. I wasn't aware you were with them tonight, ma'am.
Just wanted to see what they were up to. It's good to see you.
And you. Fang and Talon are at the front gate. They'll take anything you need. Are you strapped? She looks at all of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Good. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna continue my rounds. And she jumps back into the car and it begins to drive off further down. You see the man on top moving the gun round and keeping an eye out for any intruders that are not meant to be here.
Invited.
They aren't invited. And as you guys begin to walk up, because Wild begins to walk up towards the main gate, you see a lot of different sorts of people. You see people who are dressed to the nines. You see women and men in really, really nice corporate suits. Things that cost about €100,000 easy. These men and women are talking amongst themselves, and they know exactly what they're excited to see. You hear a rumor of this auction that is going to blow everything away. And you walk past the large Rocky Ridge sign, which is now lit up from a generator that is powering it. And you come towards these large steel gates, and you see two women standing outside. One with dark hair, shaved sides on the right hand side, and one that looks very familiar and, well, looks the exact same as the first woman, only her hair is blonde and is shaven on the left hand side. Tony, you met the dark haired woman. She's wearing a leather jacket, her skin is rather olive in complexion. You know Fang.
As we're waltzing up, I'll be just doing a quick nod and just say, Fang, how you doing?
Holy fucking shit, you survived.
Of course. I mean, was there ever any doubt?
She gives you a look.
Okay, yeah, there was a lot of doubt, I get it. But no, yep, I'm perfectly fine. Everything's been sorted, no problems.
And
Just a bit of an educational experience. Sorry, my dear, you were going to say something?
My dear, you hear the blonde woman look at the two of you and she laughs. My dear, oh, sis, are you two? She just, you see Fang just flip the other woman off. Fuck you, tell. Who are you guys? I don't think we've met. Tony, introductions?
Right. So that there brooding fella is Hunter. The guy with the cool glasses is Jay. The girl with the cooler glasses is Bree. That's Bree's sire over there. And this lady here is named Cecilia.
Once her attention is directed towards Cecilia, her back straightens up. I didn't know you were with this crowd of misfits.
We're all misfits here.
Damn right. Tony, it's rare for you to see a gangrel. Gangrel's hackles go up in this way, just in the presence of one person.
I'm taking note. Subconsciously.
You see,
You need to be so formal.
we're paid to be formal at this point. You can tell she wants to say something, but it's just not coming to her mouth. And you see as Talon, the blonde one, opens the gates. And Beatrice, your sire, walks forward and inside. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe.
You too?
And as each of you walk in, you see what was once a small town has been completely changed. Hunter, Jay, Beatrice, you've all driven through this, as have you, Tony, just recently. A few weeks ago, this was just an abandoned town in the Badlands, but now it has completely changed. You see stalls popped up outside of RV vans with people and men and women selling various different types of things, from clothing to cyberware to weapons. The place is not exactly packed, but there are a lot of people inside that definitely look like they belong in boardrooms. People of all shapes and sizes and creeds and religions and everything in between, and they all look like they belong there. They all look rich. As you walk in, Tony, roll me a wits awareness.
Yes, sir.
And each of you walk in, and some of the buildings have been transformed into makeshift shops, pop-up bars, and various different types of bodegas and souvenir shops. There is one building, the largest building, that has a large line going from the entrance near enough all the way to the gate where you're standing. They're all waiting for something, but they're not being allowed access to it just yet. The rest of the group could also roll me a wits awareness as well. Tony, how'd you do? With 2 successes, even through the throng of people, you hear this one voice. We got everything. Iguanas, horses, tigers, bears, dogs, cat, you name it, we got it. Yes.
I look at the group and then I want to ask, so are we allowed to mingle or do we have to stick together? What's the danger on this place? And I'm actually asking Cecilia specifically.
Depends on
I'm
how
asking the
vulnerable
group.
you look.
Okay, one of those. All right. And Tony's gonna start walking towards the thing. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. If anyone wants to join me.
Jay, you also hear the man talking about different animals for some odd reason, but something else catches your eye. As you're looking towards this large building, you see a cage being brought into the back through the side. You see 4 heavily armed men wheeling what looks like a very large cage inside. Beatrice, how did you do?
1 success.
With 1 success, there's a lot of things going on here for you at once. There's people selling all sorts of things. There are people selling clothes that are just off the fashion design lines. There are people selling weapons, smart guns, and everything that you think you could buy in a Second Amendment store. Well, these guys have it and more. From the cheapest little 3D printed gun to fully fledged military grade arsenals. Hunter, how did you do?
Bestial success with 7 successes.
Hunter, as you survey this, you notice the security here is extreme. There are men and women on the walls with mounted machine guns. There are people walking back and forth. Many of the stalls are selling things that are so rare that you've never even heard of them before. And you can see what looks like a large dog lying on a man's lap as he talks about talking and selling animals. If you look towards this building, you see the cages being brought inside. You don't just see one, you see several cages. Some of them are lying empty. And you see
Isn't
another.
it beautiful? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. And you see another. You see a man dressed in like a dark silhouette, further away from everyone else. He has one cage that is not going towards the large building, but he is keeping it close. And you can see men in suits standing around him. You see one man in particular standing low. And you recognize this man as Swan's Ghoul. His bald head and his suits shine in the back. But he doesn't notice you. He's too busy talking to this man.
I'm gonna grab Jay. Or whoever's near me, maybe even Tony if he hasn't left. And pull them in.
Yep. I get
Hey,
pulled
Chun.
in.
Hey, Chun. That man right there, I'm gonna point out. One school.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Nothing, just keep an eye on him.
Okay. I'll keep an eye
Let
on
me
him.
know. Okay. Let me know if he does anything weird. Or if wait. Pull him in. If you see a woman with purple hair smoking a
Okay.
stogie, let me know so I can run.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? Am I running too?
No, you're fine.
Sounds sus. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go into my bag of tricks and I'm gonna pull out some kind of like remote camera and I'm gonna plant it so I can view this location and point it at the ghoul and then feed it into my little Kiroshi optics.
Are you trying to do this secretly, or...
Yes.
Okay, roll me your dex stealth.
Ruh-roh.
And
Maybe it's not gonna get Tony to be the first one kicked out for a change.
and Hunter, were you whispering this to Jay?
Yes, I was. I was like pulling him in and whispering.
Was anyone trying to listen?
Nah, it's probably more dating advice. Oh.
Okay, so give me a wits awareness from you.
One success.
Wits awareness from Beatrice and a whisper. Let's do wits subterfuge from Hunter. With one success, Jerry, you're able to plant your little security and camera device on one of the walls looking towards where Horace, the ghoul that Hunter mentioned. The guards are a bit preoccupied with the exterior of the building at the moment and did not notice you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
How did you do, Beatrice?
My lovely beast came out and it's 4 successes.
How many?
4.
And how many for you, Hunter?
4.
With a beast.
My child, they're hiding something from you, from us. What are they hiding? What are they hiding? And as you're listening into this conversation, you don't hear it all. You hear bits and pieces. You hear man over there. You hear purple haired run. But not the entire thing. Perhaps it's the noise from everything around.
She's not going to make it super obvious, but she's going to look.
And if you look in the general direction of where Hunter is sort of pointing and looking to, you also see Horace, standing and talking to a man who's darkly silhouetted against the night with a cage beside him. Now,
Okay.
what is on your mind, Beatrice? What are you looking at?
Possible trouble?
Oh, it's the night market. There is always possible trouble. Still, enjoy yourself. Go, be free. Purchase something.
It's a beautiful place. Everyone will spend more and more money to debase debase themselves and try to prove themselves better than their fellow man. Like an animal pet.
It's kind of amusing. Activating
Right?
silence of death.
And you do activate Silence of Death, and you in your cone of silence stand there, I guess. Tony, speaking of animals and debasing themselves, that was a good segue. You,
Not questioning that.
you go towards this man who seems to be selling animals.
Cool. I'll just say, because it might be important for the scene. Tony has gotten a power called Shepherd's Innocence, which means that animals will not react negatively due to him being a kindred when he is near them. So if I go to this stall, are the animals kept in cages or really shitty conditions, or are they kind of like on leads? Is it dogs? Is it rats? What am I seeing?
So, as you walk towards this stall, you see this man sitting on a chair with a large dog beside him. Its head is on his lap. And it's breathing pretty heavily. But behind him, you see a few rows of cages. Small, big, medium, large, depending on what size the animal is. You see various different types. You see a couple of dogs and one of varying different breeds. You see a few huskies, a German shepherd, a Rottweiler. You see a smaller cages with a bunch of kittens inside it. You see a larger one with a single Siberian tiger. And you see a small cage on top of a table that is sat beside the man with a single iguana.
I want to come over to him and I want to be nice and introduce myself. Say, hey, is he older?
He is an old man. He looks about in his late 50s. He's got the Captain Picard hairdo going on. And
yeah. I'm going to be like, hey, old timer. Couldn't help but notice you're one of the few people actually selling live animals. Did you catch these or breed these yourself?
oh, buddy, first thing about the night market. Don't ask questions. Well, you interested?
That's a fair. Yeah, I might be. Can I do a quick check to see if these animals are actually in a miserable condition, like, or if they're rather healthy?
And how would you like to do that?
Can I do wits and animal can?
You can indeed.
Okay, and I quickly roll. I've got 5 successes to assess the animals.
With 5 successes, you see that most of the animals look fine. Maybe a bit malnourished, but given the climate and how things are, that's not unexpected. The tiger, however, does not look too good.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, sorry, but I don't mean to ask questions or anything. I had some experience with animals in the past. I don't mean to get into your business. It's the last thing I want to do. I'm actually really admiring your stock. It's amazing. I do, however, think that that murder kitty that you have there doesn't seem to be in the best way possible. Think she might need some more water, maybe pop some ice in it, and some proper meat. Just a suggestion. Sorry. Like I said, I don't mean to step into your game or anything. Really admiring your work. That's all.
Not a problem. Well, are you interested in buying one? And we will come back to that conversation in just 1 second. As the group are gathered, and you see Tony walk away, Jay, you feel something on the back of your arm. A hand grasps you. Well, you have been hiding, haven't you, son?
God. Hello, Sire Benedict. And I'll turn around slowly.
Hello. Ah, Hunter, Beatrice, Wild, Cecilia. You don't know this man, but he should know your name. I believe you and me should have some words, Jay.
Yeah. I guess I need to pay the bill.
You do indeed. Follow me, please. There's a little stall over here. I think you'll enjoy it. Plenty of, dolls.
Okay. I will toddle in and follow after Benedict.
And Benedict will keep hold of your arm as he walks away with you towards this building that is now being turned into a brothel. And as Benedict, or as most of the gang know him as Ouroboros, brings Jay off to have a chat with him, a small man runs up to you, Cecilia. We are ready, if you are.
Excellent. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. And he runs back off towards the large building.
I'll be off if you all want to join. See the auction?
Yes.
Perhaps it is best to bring your friend as well, Tony. He is currently talking to Gareth over there. Shall I get him?
Yes, please.
Very well.
Don't know why he wants to hang out with all those filthy animals.
Beatrice, your sire walks off, leaving you both in the capable hands of Cecilia. And as you're talking to this man, he looks up behind you and goes, hello, Gareth. Tony, your friends have asked me to grab you for this.
Oh, okay. So remember, my friend, just give the tiger the water and the meal, and it should be fine. Otherwise, you're gonna have a dead murder kitty on your hands. So, like I said, love your stock, love your work. I'd grab a card, but I'll be off for now. Maybe I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here all night, friend. Water, yeah, not a problem. You can see there's like a ball in his throat where he's trying to get the words out, but the words just aren't coming. You know?
That's fine.
And Beatrice's sire just puts his arm around you. How do you feel having a Zemisi's hand this close to your flesh?
Well, you want me to be honest with that? I kind of want to get my claws ready and gut you, but I'm pretty sure that's just the nerves playing up.
That's a fair reaction. You know, I really could do some work for you. I could make it much easier for you. However, there is someone over there selling old cell phones. I believe they still work.
I will make a mental note of that, but and return to that stall in particular after we're done with whatever my friends need me for.
They're not as good as agents, but you know, they're useful.
Yeah, it's fine, as long as it works, right?
And he begins to direct you back towards the large building. Now, Beatrice and Hunter and Cecilia, you were all walking there before Wild had his conversation with Tony.
Now, I do not know all of your proclivities, but I hope this can be the start of a wonderful friendship between us. I think we all have a lot to bring to the table.
I'll deactivate Silence of Death to talk. See. What exactly can you bring to the table? And what exactly do you want from us?
Well, I think we're all about to see what I can bring to the table. I make quite a showmanship art of it myself. And it's all for good reason. And
Abuela said that she didn't like you, but why?
Because Abuela was a bit of a heinous bitch, if I'm being honest.
Okay, alright, well, we agree with that.
I have very complex feelings on other kindred. And sometimes that shows in funny ways. But I think there are kindred who are often underestimated, and those are my favorite to work with. Growth is the fun part. And you all seem fun.
Especially if you can mold them. She holds her bear.
Yes, quite literally for some of you. I love the Zemitzi, but you all are absolutely terrifying. My flesh usually just stays where it is when I touch it.
Well, we do have control over our bodies, so there's some fun to that.
Oh, would you mind? I need some assistance for my demonstration. And Cecilia reaches her hand out to you, Beatrice. She touches my fingers.
She's a little cautious of that because whenever somebody offers their hand, something does happen. You promise it won't be anything damaging, right?
No. It'll feel quite good. I can't help that. I apologize.
She, again, cautious.
Yeah, there is a weird flicker feeling of like a momentary sensation of the kiss. For a few lingering moments before she takes her hand away. Thank you. It'll make things much smoother for the next bit.
And after that touch, Beatrice, you do feel as if you've been kissed in the most vampiric way possible, as if you feel the same way you would when a human would when you feed off them. A little giddy, a little happy, a little tingly.
Yeah. Interesting. Again, she kind of touches at her neck, like,
Like a phantom pain.
Yeah, like a phantom pain.
And the three of you walk into this building. As Cecilia and the other two and you two approach, the heavily armed, and I'm talking heavily armed guards, all dressed in head to toe in black, with survival gear, Kevlar vests, heavy machine guns stand to the side, and at attention. Behind you follow Wild and Tony. And you walk into this very large building, which is now, as you can tell once you're inside, has been turned into near enough a theatre-esque type. There's a large stage. At the bottom there are people lining up in chairs. On the stage there's a man standing in a suit. He's just preparing himself. And behind him you can see cages lining from left to right. Several cages. The lights dim just for a second and then come back on as all of you enter the room. Ladies and gentlemen, the auction will start in 5 minutes. Please take your seats and grab your cards. And you see people begin to rush around. Some of them are grabbing those cards you throw up into the air for auctions with certain numbers on them ranging from 1 to 100. Cecilia, what do you do?
This may be where I'll have to leave you all, though if any of you want to bid or you're able to, I would be more than pleased. But if there's any lot you're particularly interested in, let me know. We can see about giving you a discount.
As she says that, the small man that ran up before, hands each of you a sheet of paper. And on the sheet of paper, it just says what looks like monikers, going from the top to the bottom. And they read as the Cobra, the Father, the Manager, the Silence, the Doctor, the Harbinger, the Beast, the Organic, the Blade, the Wrecking Ball, the Muse, the Ghost Whisperer. Cecilia departs towards the stage, and Wild gathers the three of you. Come, let us sit at the front. The best seats in the house.
Tony.
Yeah, can I whisper to Hunter, like, so I'm not heard by... Hey, Hunter.
Yeah.
This list... I know we're supposed to be at an auction. It's not us who are being auctioned off, is it?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Well, might as well.
I guess we'll have to find out. And be ready. Or just relax.
Okay.
Here, hold my hand.
Okay, I grab your hand.
Do this together.
Okay.
You do not get a tingly feeling when you grab Hunter's hand.
It's okay. I'm going to very stealthily activate feral weapons and hide my hands while we're sitting down.
Rouse for me, please.
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Okay. And you all sit down at the front, looking up at the stage, a perfect view of what is about to happen. And those 5 minutes walk by and the lights go out once more. The entire auditorium or theatre-esque place goes into complete darkness. And a single light beams up and down from the ceiling. And there is Cecilia standing in the middle of the stage.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those who don't subscribe to such notions of a thing. It is I, Cecilia de Aragon, here to bring you all delights from all over the world. Now, I don't know who we have in the audience tonight, but the important thing is that you have money, so I don't care your faction, your alliance, or even what you are, so long as you're not going to violate any masquerades or anything. So please peruse the list and get your money ready for the best and most delicious group of kindred that you have laid eyes on tonight. And she gets ready to begin hawking the auction items.
And the man steps forward. And first on our list we have the Cobra. And as he says that, one of the cages is brought forward. And the sheet is ripped off. And inside you see a young woman. Her hands up against the cage, fear in her eyes that shine of amethyst. Ah, the Cobra.
She looked beautiful.
A member of clan ministry from the very streets of Egypt, a rare beauty with almond skin and eyes of amethyst, an 11th generation kindred who has been fitted with the most recent fine technology. Beatrice, you would notice your sire smiling and nodding. Not only is she able to open her jaw so wide that it totals 10 inches from top to the mouth to the bottom when opened, but mechanical fangs that drip with 2 types of neurotoxin. One which induces the feeling of the kiss, and a second which reduces the flesh to nothing more than rot, as it eats and corrodes away as if by acid. Starting bid at 10,000 euro dollars. Can I get 10,000 euro? And he continues on. I get 10,000, 12,000, 35,000. He continues on going and going and going and going until finally he slams the gavel down. To the gentleman over in the corner there for 18,000 euro dollars.
You feel better?
Fuck no, this is the same bullshit as on the first night, only this time it's us being fucking traded like chips in the night. What happens
Listen.
when one is sold?
Listen, I forgot to tell you something, but I may have found a way to help with that. I have somebody looking into it for us.
Okay, that's really good on the mortal side, but what the fuck is this?
I don't know. It's not us though, that I know of, so at least not yet. I don't know what it was like back in your day, but things have changed a lot.
I look to Bree. Sorry.
It's not, like you said, it's about surviving each night, right?
I mean, look, there's surviving, and then it's a question of whether or not it's worth living if you're gonna... I mean, look, I don't know what happens to them. Bree, I look to Bree. Do you know what happens to them once they're sold? I mean, it seems like your daddy knows all about this shit.
Her sire turns his head towards you.
Oh, shh.
I am very well aware of what happens to them. Whatever
What are they?
they are bought for.
But these are kindred, these are our own kind. You're basically selling into, well, from what I can understand, slavery.
And
That's an 11th generation Setite up there.
yes, and do you think that her kind have done any less? I can guarantee you that the reason all these people are here are for a reason.
You've been polite enough to chaperone us to an event that you are very proud of, so I will not offend you anymore, and I'll keep my comments to myself. My apologies.
It may be wise. I do not want to insult the host.
Yes. I'm sorry, I just did not expect this, of all things.
I just want the others to know that she's very tight-lipped about it. She's not gonna peep.
That's fine.
Would it have made you more comfortable if they were human, Tony?
It would be making me more comfortable if this wasn't a thing to begin with. I don't like human trafficking any more than I like animal trafficking or kindred trafficking. It's a bit barbaric. People should not, in us either for that case, should not be living in cages.
It is a novel thought. But perhaps pay attention more to the auction. Maybe you will find something you like.
Understood. I'll do that.
And next on our list we have the Father. From the darkest recesses of the Black Forest in Germany, where they believed they could hide, the father of Clan Salubri, A young man no older than 22 years of age. An interesting augmentation. His body exudes a chemical reaction that puts Kyne at ease. Men and women see him as their father. The occasional weak-minded kindred see them as their sire. It only works for the male-presenting figure. However, we're trying to work out the kinks. Now, his generation, we will keep a secret. Starting bid, €60,000. Can I get 60,000? And that price goes up, and up, and up, and up, and up. €250, going once, going 300. Sold for €300,000. And you guys can see around you these kindred, now that you know what they are, putting their hands up and smiling amongst themselves. Some you don't recognize. Many you don't recognize.
Can I commit the person who just bought the salubri to memory? Their face?
You can indeed.
Cool. Alright, I'll do that.
They were an older looking gentleman. Probably, at least what you can tell, they'd be in their 60s, at least when they were embraced. Wearing a very nice suit. And he goes through the line. He goes, "The manager, a young member of Clan Ventru of the 12th generation. You'd be surprised what they can bring to any would-be business venture. With their neural implants constantly updating them with constant ins and outs of the stock market and black market trades, and their nose for investment opportunities, only the foolish business owner would pass up a chance on this fine young woman. Starting bid of €10,000. And that goes up and up and ends on €16,000. And next on the line we have this silence. And you can see all the people inside them standing. Some of them are standing proudly, and some are standing terrified. The silence is one of those who stands proudly. The silence, as true to whatever they are, the silence will make the perfect bodyguard or assassin to any would-be entrepreneur. For those that own this creature, this 10th generation Nosferatu's contract, it'll be a willing servant. With a little chemical and visual cues, the silence can only recognize as whoever holds their rather literal life in their hands. Starting bid at €20,000. And that goes up and up and ends on 45. We'll skip ahead here and we'll go for something a little bit different. How about the Beast, ladies and gentlemen? Whether this was a cosmic joke or simply a gangrel with a sense of humour, the Beast, an exotic with augments that turn its body into a furry, fanged monster, a little like a garou. Entirely bloodthirsty and with an insatiable need for violence, drop this beast on your enemies and watch as she rips them apart. With her upgraded Militech Berserker operating system, remember to keep her collar on her at all times, or she will very much likely bite the hand that feeds her. Starting bid of €20,000. This sheet is ripped away. And the woman that stands there looks angry. She is like a caged animal, stuck inside a 4x4 cell. And Tony, as you look up, you recognize this woman from a very, very long time ago. Your sire is stuck in a 4x4 cage, staring out at you. And that's where we end this episode. Hope y'all had a good time. Oh. You okay there, Tony? You okay there, Peter?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just now have to do an entire 1 month vacation before I can come back and deal with this shit.
Not a mindset, it's a grind set.
It's a grind.
I know.
It's fine.
Well,
We'll chip everything together and we'll.
so
I
I
was
want
like-
to. You want to go ahead? Oh, go ahead.
No. Go.
Well, I was going to say I want to thank everyone for tuning in and for sticking with us for so long. I want to thank our very special guest, Zero Lilia, for coming and being a badass. And let's do a round table of where we can find everyone. So let's start off with Boobarella.
I'm Boobarella Sam. I played Beatrice Stallion, the sneaky of the group, and I was the fixer. You can find me at Boobarella at TikTok.
Peter.
I was Peter. My character, I was playing Tony Durston, the gangrel with the literal blue balls right now.
Get that checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuttlefish.
I am Sir Cuttlefish. I was playing Hunter Maximilian, your baby La Sombra and soloist for the evening.
And where can we find you?
You can find me here at this little link thing. There. I'm everywhere. TikTok at sircuttlefish.com. I guess that.
SirCuttlefish.com? There's a website?
Yes! Cuttlefish!
Cuttlefish, yeah. You can look up cuttlefish pictures there. It's great.
And Zero Lilia.
All right, I am Zero Lilia. I was playing. I got echo. I was playing Cecilia de Aragon this game, and you can find me on the YouTubes, on Twitch, just about everywhere. But Twitch and YouTube are usually my primary, and it was lovely to game with you all this evening.
And I have been
You're
your
lovely.
storyteller this evening, and you have been lovely. I'm Mike, and you can find me at Feral Enhagod or here or wherever by that name and at Icar Inc. And thankfully we will have a part 2 with Zero Lilia. Because this doesn't end here.
Yay!
So
I was thinking I
once
could just
more-
take my goods and just like go
scuttle away.
Naruto run.
And we will find out exactly what Big Benedict had to say to his wayward childer.
Well, I'm excited for that.
Sorry.
So, as we always say here, if you can't keep it clean, keep it fucking scary. Have a great time, everybody. I will see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.